Hey, word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. Taylor want a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. A nigga out like an outbreak. Chopper start, send me the house shake. Niggas with it in the pound case. Eyes on your chin, better watch what your mouth say. Deal with the footballs, got a nigga tripping. Fuck it, nigga keep sipping. AK with the beam on it. Clip so long I can lean on it. My nigga like behind ball. Move 100 pounds for a lawyer, beat the charge. Jack down, and it play marshal. If a nigga try to rob, fucking hit him with them. Word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. They don't want a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. 100 bands on your head, get the job done. Throw it up, nigga, where you from? Whole hood hot, cause your nigga hitting licks. Ain't made a meal yet, but he still nigga rich. Stick on my stick em. How you want it, nigga? Full of the city. Looking for the cash, searching for the bag. Young nigga wildin', throwing up flags. Shooters on the roof with a scope. Money make gon' treat you like the Pope. Keep me in the post.
What's up? Hello. Like, I hope like hell that everybody came over from that app, that whole premiere of Juwanna Mann, because it'll be a gang of y'all in there, and I'm trying to get you guys who show up to those premieres to come here and represent in these lives. If you did that and you clicked the link, thank you so much. Welcome to the after party number five. Like, I'm moving. I'm starting to feel special. I hope that you guys really enjoyed the Juwanna Mann video. I did. Glad that it wasn't another Vampire in Brooklyn situation where I didn't get to interact with you guys. Of course, we know how this goes. We are not only going to discuss the movie a little bit more, I'm also going to bring out a guest, maybe, somebody you're familiar with, somebody you may not be familiar with, but we're going to love them, bring them on the platform, go show them some love, subscribe to their channel. Y'all know what y'all supposed to do. Some of y'all be real like stiff. It be arthritis fingers when it comes to clicking and going to check out somebody else's content and subscribing to their channel. But if you are here, welcome. Please hit that like button, all that good stuff. We are going to read some comments. We're going to bring out the guests, get to know her. I'm so happy that she is here. And then we're going to get into Juwanna Mann. Let me see what you guys are saying before we get started. Let's see. Struggle, do you have a P.O. box? No, I do not. S. Golden. Is there any reason that I should? Like, what you got over there? If you give me a good enough reason as to why I should have one, maybe I will get one. I always hear that they are like pretty costly and it's not worth it in the end, but I don't know from personal experience. What you trying to send me? Let's see. Hi, Miss Tyra. Good evening. Happy Thursday. See you again on the live tonight. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Daria. Welcome. Let's see. Miss Moochilla all day long. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, y'all read. Y'all know who's here already. Come on through and represent Daria. Thank you so much. Let's see. Hey, hello. Thank you so much for being here, girl. See, hey, Monique 69 Ways Johnson. What's up? I just like to say your name. I like how it just rolls out of my throat. Let's see. Bouncy Struggles in full effect. Hello, Nicole. You know how I feel about you. Bouncy Struggles gonna always be in the house. If Struggles is here, it has to be some bounce. It's absolutely required for the content. Let's see. Love the review of Juwanna Mann. Thank you so much, Joshua. I saw you in that live. Thank you so much for coming and joining us in the after party. Hey, hello, Tori. Welcome. Let's see. These live streams are fun. I'm hoping that they are. Y'all know that this is like the least, my least favorite thing. I hate going live with a whole passion, but I'm trying to grow as a content creator and also expand, get to know more people, have people on the platform, let y'all, meet some new people. It is amazing how many like really great content creators I come across that you guys have never heard of because they're, how the algorithm, how they do me on the algorithm. But, we're trying to change that. Oh, yes, arthritis. Arthritis. Stop having arthritis fingers and come and say what's up. Hit that like button. Go subscribe. Hello, Breezy. If all of you enjoyed that good old Juwanna Mann video, Bree pulled up to the function. She paid for it and requested that one. So thank you so much, Bree. Like, I had a good time with that one. I hope you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the intro and the whole nine. But now that we got all of that good stuff out of the way, I am about to bring out my guest. She has, a whole box full of tools. She has screwdrivers, monkey wrenches, and she most definitely packs a hammer. Welcome to the After Party Live, Moochilla.
Hey
Hello.
everybody. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna use this tool gun thing. I look funny like this.
If you need to change anything, you want to take anything, all that is fine. We call this channel Struggle Review CV for a reason. There we go.
Cause I'm
There
like,
we go.
what
Well, you look beautiful. I love the glasses. Those are nice. Are they prescribed?
No, these are my reading glasses.
Oh, those are nice. I'm so fly reading glasses. How are you doing, Moo? Thank you so much for being here.
Amazon, darling. Amazon.
I appreciate you for coming on the platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I'm
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely. I think that this is like the first official time because I don't even think that we've been on a panel together, right?
Yes, we were.
We were?
First started your channel on the Mont's panel.
Oh, child, that must have that one time because I've only been on the Munch channel once.
That was when you were sitting at the edge of your bed. It was like you was in your bedroom. Those are the old ones, y'all.
Oh,
I remember all the way from back then.
That was struggle. Them the good old days, y'all. It was my comfort zone. It took a whole lot for me to get my ass up off of that bed. Like I was scared.
I don't think I had a channel yet. I don't think my channel was started yet. I don't think I had a channel yet.
Oh, wow.
I would have been just starting out, something like that.
I wouldn't even be able to know that because you be popping in like you've been doing this for a minute. Like I can't even get into the questions good enough and share, I be wanting to know like how long Moochilla been on YouTube because she be getting in where she fit in. Like she be like, it feels like you've been doing this for a very long time. So I just assumed that you probably had a channel before me. Oh man,
I don't think so. I gotta think back. I don't think so. I don't think I was like really. If it was, I wasn't really doing much. I was so scared. I was afraid.
Really? What? We got some stuff to talk about. I'm about to give Moo the screen and allow her to tell you guys a little bit more about what she does on her channel, where you can go to find her, and just where to go to subscribe because y'all need to go subscribe to people. Y'all real stingy outside. There you go, Moo. Tell the people where to go and how to hit you up.
All right, so my channel is Moochilla, Moochilla, Moochilla Reviews. My name is Moochie, and I do television reviews. I do theories for different shows like Power. I did Snowfall, BMF, and now we're doing P Valley, all of those shows, and so many different others. The next thing that I do have coming up tomorrow is Trending Topics. I am doing the finale of Run the World as well as Old School Movie Night. And the next movie is Which Way Is Up. That is from the list that was picked in the vote. So that's what's going on with me next. And I'll be dropping some other videos and things of that nature. So that's my channel. Hit the like, hit the share, put me up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl. When
I tell you, I just love her voice. Like, Moochilla could pull up and just read the phone book, and I'm just gonna sit my ass there and listen. Like, I just love to just listen to you. I just assumed that you were on this platform for a minute and maybe you were just somebody that I missed because you feel like a veteran. And I'd be upset with myself, like, because just in our little circle of just this sector of YouTube, there aren't like a whole lot of women, especially.
No, you're right. The guys, when they start out, we could start at the same time and they'll pull it and they get the numbers faster for some reason. I don't know what's up with the colors, but they be doing their thing.
Well, that's what I mainly wanted to do. Not that I'm going to be biased because I'm going to have a little bit of everybody on the platform. As you guys could see, I've had kind of an eclectic group of people, but my goal was to just to shine a little light on, the sisterhood and the females, because not that because everybody, like, first of all, we all sharing like the same 6 subscribers, all of us sharing the same people. So there's
Yeah,
no need to, gatekeep anything, but there's
yeah.
always a need. Like, everybody always goes, oh, I saw such and such on Lamont's channel, or, B's channel. Like, they represent and show up for us so hard to, share their platform with us. But I don't see any females that has like a little traction to, like, even if it is like, it just seems like when somebody gets to a certain plateau, it's, lesser and lesser engagement with other people. So I was
Right.
like, you know what, let me get a couple of thousands and like get comfortable with myself to go live if I can share anything. I didn't know that I didn't know if I was gonna grow at all. But I
Well,
was
that's what I
like,
was worried about too, because I'm not really. And when I started out, I wasn't that tech savvy, so that's why I think my little climb was a little slower. But I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
well, I'm gonna tell you, like, because everybody's always shocked because they see the videos. I edit, record the whole nine from my iPhone. I was never tech savvy when I started. I didn't know what to do, where to go, and where to press it. So, and I'm still doing that. I have
I'm
yet to
just not
learn, like,
with this phone good like that now. I'm
I
just
love you and Nita and y'all green screen. And I'm like, what, child? I don't even know how to give nobody a hammer in this chat. I don't like,
oh,
make me a mod. Tyra, I want to be like, girl, when I figure out how to do that, I'm gonna let you. I'm always learning something every single day. So don't ever think that it just amazes me how much we get on here. And it's just like we all going through the same thing, but you see somebody else and how they're moving on their channel, like, oh, they just got it all together. It look effortless. Like, no, this is hard. Everybody is struggling. But just wanting to
oh,
uh-oh.
was that me that went
Yeah,
out?
yeah, a little bit. Did you say what did you say?
Yeah, it's my screen went black.
No, it just froze up a little bit. Uh-oh, it's freezing up. Let me see.
I'm still here.
There we go. I'm gonna make sure it ain't
I
nothing
was
on my end.
in the chat.
Cause y'all, I'm in the trenches. Sometime the Wi-Fi go out. But just getting to know you. Oh no, let me get this
Yeah, that's what I was
super
trying to
chat.
tell you.
Not y'all trying to be cute today.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yes, I need to read.
Whitney, with the $25 super chat. Y'all know how I feel about
Oh,
monies. Don't make me get my old dirty bastard. It's free money. Like, y'all know how I feel about money. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate y'all every single time y'all send something. Y'all know how I feel about super chats. The paywall for the movies, like, I never knew that was going to be such a big thing, and pretty much the channel, you guys paying for me to review older movies. So the fact that you guys just pull up and just shoot out a couple dollars just off of love, it means everything. It means absolutely everything. Kashala, a couple more tens that could have been, Tyra, I need you to review this movie. Like, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Like, thank you so much. But we are here to thank you so much for that, Whitney Marie. We are here to get to know Moochilla before we get into Juwanna Mann. I would love to know, well, we kind of like already covered it. Like, when and like why did you start your channel? Because you did say that you were scared. I think we're all scared though.
I got hurt. I got hurt right before I had got hurt at work. So I basically wasn't mobile. So I just stumbled onto YouTube and started watching channels, and Lamont actually brought me in.
Oh,
Lamont Price.
really? I think it was for me. I just found, because I was nervous. I was always all talk and I'm gonna start a channel. I wouldn't start nothing. Somebody had to buy me because all I had was a ring light and a dream and iPhone. I didn't have nothing else. But I had to find something that like sparked my interest, like, oh, I just have to talk about this. And then I got on here, not acting like myself, trying to talk like other content creators we watch. Like, you have to be, I'm trying to follow a certain formula that looks like, oh, it's working for that people. Let me get on here and, do my little quick 5-10 minute reviews and talk real fast and get off of here. And I was like, yeah, that's not working for me. Let me try to find my own niche and make my
Yeah,
own way.
sometimes you gotta find your own niche.
Child, I didn't know what that was for the longest time. But most of all, like, my subs helped me out with that, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have thought 2 seconds to talk about an old movie. I just didn't think that there was a market for anybody to want to hear me discuss an old movie. I was like, what? But that's the channel now. But why? I would love to know, where did the name come from, and why is there a hammer attached? The people need to know.
This happened one night when we were reviewing The Shy. You could go to Lamont Tyson's the we were reviewing the shot on Lamont Tyson's channel. It
Mhm.
was me, Nita the Diva, Jay from J Moore Reviews, and of course Lamont Tyson.
Mhm.
We were talking about, I want to say, I don't even know if Larry was there. Larry might have been there too.
Mhm.
What I do know is we started talking about, remember when the people took over and they was trying to police each other?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get to the point. They was talking about somebody coming in, and instead of me mentioning, GUN,
Yeah.
I said the hammer. And then everybody was just shocked that I said it, because I was like, yeah, he might have, that he might come there with the hammer just in case things get hot. So I said it like that, and, and from that point on, people was putting hammers up in the chat, and that's how it started. And
I
then
love that.
that stuck with me.
I thought child, because like I always kind of low key associated hammer. I was like, it's like an actual hammer. I'm just gonna always think
That's
Moochilla got a blicky in her purse. Like what? What is going on? Moochilla popping out with a gun? Is that what that means? Like roll up on me and you gonna
no,
catch this hammer?
it came from just me phrasing it that way, and I guess they was caught off guard from it coming from me. I don't know.
That makes absolute perfect sense. What is the hardest thing for you about YouTube?
Oh, trying to stay consistent, because you still got life you gotta live, and
Right?
stuff happen, and that's the hardest thing. Trying to stay consistent. I want to see everybody win.
Yeah.
So it's just like, trying to stay consistent. And just, to me, sometimes you just got to put your head down and do your work. And that's what I'm on right now.
It's hard.
I know, because life comes, and then things happen.
It's hard because I still have people I know have been sub to me for a minute, and they'll be like, "What? You got a life? You got kids? Like, yeah, I got kids. What? Y'all
Yeah.
think I'm just on here free falling, 24/7, able to pump out content anytime I can get out one video? It is such a blessing because it's hard to like be consistent because especially with just the obstacles you put in front of yourself, and then YouTube have their own set of obstacles that I never thought about before I got on this platform, and it's just like, dang, like is it really worth it? And then I just try to keep going, because the moment I step away or I'm not feeling well, I'm taking a break, I was like, damn, I want to talk about a movie. Like I get the itching, like I'm fainting, I need to talk to my people. I need to
I'm
talk to
like,
my
I miss my
subs.
people.
Yeah.
Like, because through this, I met so many good people, so
Hmm.
many nice people, so many funny people. And it's I like the community that we're building. I love that.
Absolutely. Like what I love about meeting other people, because with me, because I was a teacher for like years. Then when you look up and you just, tell somebody, I'm gonna step out, I'm gonna try to get on YouTube and talk about some movies, or be like, what the hell you mean? What are you doing? Why are you wasting your time? Like what do you mean? Like what nobody understands that at like another content creator who's trying to do the same thing that you're doing. Like it's different to talk about movies or just talk about the struggles with your average everyday person than somebody who's doing it, and just as well as support. Like I haven't found, I don't care if it's family, friends, love them all, love y'all down, but nobody supports you like the strangers who become family that you meet on YouTube. Like the subs, I love y'all. I love y'all. I just want y'all to know that. I
Yeah,
love y'all so much.
we I that's how I feel about my subscribers too, because
Mhm.
they, even if they don't see you in a while, some of them, are you okay? Da, da, da,
Mhm.
da. Now, you ready to put something out? Are you doing anything? Yes. So I'm loving it. So I
Yeah.
I, I want to I just want to put out good content. I want to make people have a good time, because I like my little trivia stuff,
Mhm.
and I do my little word scrams when I do the reviews. Make
Yes, I caught that like a couple
that
times. The
here.
first time I saw it, I was like, "This is so creative. I love this.
It's
This
like,
is
I
so
like
fun."
mixing it with having fun and stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
that's basically how I feel about that.
Oh, that was like low key my last question. I was gonna ask you, what is your favorite thing to do on your platform? I think that might be what it is.
But I do like that. I like all of the stuff that we do, but I just want to venture out into other things too, like documentaries, things like
Yes.
that. So that's what I was working on with one of those, but it's coming together.
It's hard. I be trying to like touch on a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
I be low key over here exhausted because you never know. Like, you don't want to be stagnant. And then you also, like, you'll have one thing, like, we all are pretty much kind of low key reviewing some of the same stuff, but it'll perform like really well on somebody else's channel. And then you do it, and it's just like, well, dang, I guess y'all didn't like that. Let me try to.
But you know what? Everybody puts their content out different, so you might not tell it the way I see it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I respect that, and I like the difference of different opinions, different theories. I love that.
Because I swear, when Moochilla and Lamont and them pop out with the power and the razor Katie, y'all be outside. Soon as I try to diversify my funds and talk about some snow, it's like, oh, it'd be crickets. But I just review it the same and try to keep going. But I'm gonna read some of these comments. But I would love to know, what is the first thing that pops into your mind when you hear Juwanna Mann?
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Mine is definitely Carolina River Cricket. Like, it is. This is like hella quotable. I cannot wait to dive into this. Let me read some of y'all comments and we gonna get into it. Let's see. Hello, Earth Angel. Movies and TV shows acted as a coping mechanism to have a space you can relate to and kiki with people who love them just as much. Absolutely, Earth
Oh
Angel,
yes.
all day long. Love you back, struggles. Thank you so much, Golden. I still want to know what's up with that PO box. It better be in these comments. Let's see. Don't let no one stop what you want to do. You want to know what will work until you try.
Exactly.
And that's easier said than done, Golden. I never could have just even fathomed how hard and like tedious this was gonna be. I think all of us get on this platform like, oh, this is gonna be a little hobby, a little it then it becomes a job.
And that's my thing. I'll be like, yo, once it starts turning into a job, I'm gonna stop. I'm still here though. So
Now
I'm still here.
This is my third year. I think year one, it turned into like a job. I was like, hold on, I ain't even getting paid for this. Like, hold on, like this is free. Like, this is free. I didn't investigate enough. I didn't vet YouTube at all. I just hopped on here and I'm like, you know what? The ultimate goal, get your however many subscribers, then I get monetized. Getting monetized is the goal. Like, soon as I do that, I should be good. We gonna see them checks.
Nah. It's not like that. So you think. It's not like we bringing in big bucks. Not like that.
People think that, Moochilla. They really think like just because it's it's YouTube, they have to be paying. Like, oh, y'all must get. If you're not doing this for the love, then you're not really low key doing this at all. When you get into those people's platforms who have hit their 100K mark, they have consistency. Every single video have 10 to 50,000 views. They're straight. I'm not there. I'm not there. And until you're like there, and even then, you just never know. Because even if it did get those views, did it get demonetized? Did it get copyrighted? Did it get, you just
all of those things?
You just never freaking know. Thank you so much for the super chat, Golden. Let's see, $5. Keep doing your thing. Your lane has already been blessed. Thank you. I love y'all. Like, not y'all showing up. Don't give me no baby boy energy so y'all can collectively send me $40 so I can say $40 because I'll say it. Don't say it. Let's see. Your channel brings me joy and that helps when you struggle with bouts of depression like me. Oh, Joshua, I'm so glad that I could do that for you and anybody else. And just like I can do that for you, y'all do the same thing for me because you try and I try to like be, face forward and be like really positive in my videos because I don't who wants to hear a depressed person talk about anything. But when I even though I persevere and go and get to those videos and I may be like having the worst time ever or in a place in my life where I just don't want to be, when I get that reciprocity from y'all, like it pans out. $40, like not even that. $40. Like, I'm gonna squeeze my tiny ass up in this. You like this girl? You $40. Thank you so much, Bree. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna read this last comment and we're gonna get into this movie. Listen, great struggle reviews. This is another crazy movie. Keep the reviews coming. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I love y'all, man. Okay. So getting into Juwanna Man, this was like, I'm not gonna even lie, y'all. This was never like my go-to, like, oh, I'm gonna just throw on Juwanna Man. Anytime I watched this, it was strictly based off of the strength of Tommy Davidson's character. Like, like Moose said, like filet McNuck. I say, for that. This is like low-key a premise that we have seen, numerous times. Trying to gain access to, unfamiliar territory. Let me cross-dress as a woman to, enter into a space where, there's, the whole thing, capitalize on it. We've seen this movies, Tootsie, Mrs. Doubtfire, Child White Chicks. This is low-key the blueprint for white chicks. Between if y'all watch my review, I ultimately said that Puff Smoky Smoke is Latrell. Like, that was the blueprint for Latrell, and they took it and ran with it over there to white chicks. I was like, this is Latrell. Where's Latrell?
Hello, isn't a Wayans in this already?
Yeah, Kim Wayans is in this. Absolutely. This and actually the director, he came off of like early in his career, he directed like a couple of seasons of In Living Color. So I'm sure that they were like this. But what do you think about this movie in today's climate?
You know what? Everybody's talking about the whole Hollywood and the dress thing and all of that. So I mean, but you talking about him? He did all of this. Is he a big star though?
No. I mentioned that in my reviews. This is Miguel Nunez Jr. He was I got a man that's more than 8 foot tall, cross-dressing again, 4 foot shoulders, and that y'all already know he had the dress on for life. King size Papa all day long. But even though we did do both of those roles, we did explode or anything. Clearly this works differently depending on who it is.
Oh, so now you got the song in my head.
I'm sorry.
You know how he got to do the end part?
Yeah. I've been singing. I was doing a whole lot on this channel. Like,
oh my goodness.
But yeah, Miguel Nunez was always like, he was acting for a very long time. Like, the earliest role I remember him in is Return, because y'all know I love me some horror. Return of the Living Dead, and probably Harlem Nights. And he was
in Friday the 13th too.
Yeah, he was.
That one. That's the one with Dudley from Different Strokes. Yes, he was running from Jason.
Yes, I remember that. Like, he was, in the horror situation for a minute, and then he kind of got into the other things with those connections with Martin and Eddie Murphy, and you just kind of saw him in the background. Looking at his filmography, this is like low-key his first and only leading role. So if there was, a situation of, trying to get on board and put on a dress, it didn't excel here in this very moment. I see Earth just say Little Richard. Yeah, he was I think that was Why Do Fools Fall in Love. He was Little Richard. Yeah, he's always been around, but it's just, some stuff works. Some people
he hasn't really had a breakout role.
Yeah, some people are meant to, have those breakout roles, but we also need our B and side characters. This movie flopped really hard at the box office when it came out. This was not at all successful. What I love, like, going back, because I hadn't watched it, it's like when y'all review stuff, sometimes I haven't watched it in a really long time, since I was a kid. It like reflected on what we have going on today. Like, the fact that this is 02 and this premise was supposed to be like the most outlandish thing that could ever happen. Not a somebody trying to, get into the WNBA and, pass off as a female and dominate on the court. This was supposed to be funny. This is reality.
When you say predictive programming.
From 02 to this is 20 exactly. No. Oh, child, I'm just
they getting us used to guys dressing up like women to play sports.
Child, I'm trying on and put my people up here, because I just feel like we need to go and get into it. if you guys are not familiar, I was child before I did my little investigation. I was prepared to go in with this movie on how much it was a reflection of today. But recently, I don't know why it hasn't been as national because when we had, the transgender people go over into the sports and somebody like Leah Thompson, the swimmer, perform and like clean house in like she won everything. It was like everywhere. But there has been a new rule put in place now to where it's like nobody like Leah Thompson can now compete anymore. You have to be on puberty blockers and hormones like before you hit puberty to be able to qualify to enter over into the female sector of sports in any avenue and like perform because of these situations and them just kind of pulling up to the function and like cleaning
And
up.
I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they did it because should I address? I don't even know how to address this person. This person was basically when they was a man, was a scrub and was mediocre.
Lowest ranking.
Now you freaking breaking records and all this other nonsense. Come on, son. Nah.
Yeah, I because I don't really be all into sports. That's what the World Athletics, the little league that is over everything international. They said like these are the rules that we are putting in place, but then I'm like, these are actual high school students here. Then it's like, what message are we kind of sending now to where they said you have to be on the hormone blockers before you hit puberty, but in the same token, a lot of people would prefer that you don't do that kind of thing with your child until they're, get older to make their own decisions, whether or not, if you want to transition when you're older, that's fine. But now you cannot qualify to do anything before, if you didn't get those puberty blockers before, hormone blockers before puberty, then you don't qualify to cross over into the women's league of sports. Because, this is happening in high school. Like these parents been ranting and raving and a whole lot. But it was just a whole lot of talks of, exclusion and, discrimination. And, even if I was a full-fledged, male last year, I just got on these puberty blockers now. I want to cross over into female sports and I should be afforded to do so.
No. Not right.
I see this comment here. This
girls spent their whole life training for this stuff.
And I see this. Earth Angel said they should have their own league if support. But the thing with that is the pushback with that is like we're already a small minority. There isn't a whole lot of us to even really have a league. So we're not really able to do that. Like we're a minority of a minority. How are we going to have our own league? And it's only so many of us. Ciao. I don't know. I'm glad that they put the rule into place because it was just kind of going like all across the news. And it was track, mostly like a whole lot of track and field, swimming, like the Olympic level, biking, weightlifting, like it was everything. Everything.
Wrestling, because it was wrestling too, because that dude was manhandling them chicks. Manhandling, putting them in figure 4 leg locks and all sorts of nonsense.
I just love that. I just love that in something like Juwanna Mann. I'm gonna leave this lovely woman here up. We have like Jamal. Once he crosses over, it's like, oh, you are, transitioning into a field that you could never have done as Juwanna Mann. You getting all these endorsement deals. Everybody's like, that is what's happening. Like, not only are you cleaning up and winning in a physical sense, but it's a hot topic now to be, transgender, and like it's profitable now. So and I hate the fact that you can't say anything without being a ism or a child, all kind of derogatory stuff, and you just consider behind and offensive. But it's like, this is profitable. I think it would be ignorant to just assume that every single person who decides to transition to get into a sport is doing it organically. Like, child, this is a money. This is money. It's free money. Like this is profitable. Not saying that, some people aren't righteous and this is what they want to do, but we would be really naive to just assume that, oh, this is, this is just from the heart and they have no ill intent. And when you have people like Leah here, who is a mountain bike racer, she was, I think, number one in her field for like 3 years, and then you had, somebody who transitioned, came over and like swiped it, and she got so much like backlash and pushback because she like wasn't having it. She's like, I shouldn't be in here competing against no man. Like, she was upset. She
Yeah.
was really upset. But
That's
normally you have the people who don't have to do the sport, who aren't competing, your everyday average person, advocating as to why somebody who's trans should be able to do whatever they want. Like, no, I have to do that. Like, why am I getting the backlash? Child. I don't know, Moochilla. How you feel? I don't want to get too heavy. Y'all know we don't get too heavy over here on this channel. We keep it light.
This whole topic, I feel like this is not right how they doing this with the sports. And it should be stopped.
Yeah, see, she's standing over there off to the side, but this is
really
transition.
Unfair. This is unfair.
Child. I'm just glad. I'm like, are they going to go back on it? Everything with this is just really indecisive and fresh, which is why I didn't understand why from the get-go they just allowed so much to, just happen and be thrust into the spotlight. I'm hoping what they do, with if you want on, puberty blockers or whatever from a certain amount of time, you don't qualify. Do you think that's going to stick, or they're going to, maybe change their minds due to pressure?
I think it needs to stick. You keep them. Look. Keep women's sports, women's sports. Women's sports, women's sports. Men's sports, men's sports. That's that. Pretty soon, look, you got people that's probably getting kicked out of the NBA. What if they go there like how,
Child.
You understand? Like, what? I don't know. It's just like crazy right now.
It's unfair because you also have a lot of women who decide to, transition into male. They may be the most, athletic, sporty, like they're never going to amount to, no matter how many
they're not gonna
things you take, the muscle mass and body just percent, everything is just always going to be different. There is maybe a little decline in certain things because you are taking, you're blocking certain things, but at the end of the day you're still worth my whole weight in gold, child. I ain't even act like I can hang. So you're not going to see any like transition women going over into a male league trying to dominate there, because they gonna get their ass whooped. Yeah. Oh man, let me read some of these comments. Now that's getting heavy on the struggle reviews. Let's see. I actually do believe it would have revenue. A lot of people would support whether genuinely or just to be nosy. Absolutely, but I just keep hearing the pushback about, why would we do that? We are already a minority of a minority of a minority. We don't have enough people to have our own league as of now, so that's not an option for us. Like, wow, I don't know. Let's see. Can't beat men in sports, so do you want to compete against women? Yeah, it was just crazy when this, because I think Leah here was ranked like number 500, and it was just like, oh, you went over there and you were number one, so that just shows
how much scale. How much of a scrub that person really was.
Let's see. Oh gosh, they just a bunch of punks don't want to y'all hit that like button, please. Don't want to step up and be a man. Oh gosh, I'm man made. Let's see. Cut the. I think that's supposed to be fuckery. Let's see. Hit the like button, y'all. Thank you so much. You always show up golden and telling folks to hit the like button. I appreciate that. Let's see. People have been disagreeing from the beginning of time. Disagreeing doesn't make you a hater. You have an opinion. If you liked, my thing is blocking here, and you don't think that's supposed to be, you don't have to think it's okay. Absolutely. Like, it's unfortunately it's like a crime. I'm still gonna have my opinion regardless, but you get penalized just for having one. Now everybody's supposed to fall in line and be in agreement so they don't get backlash from whoever may support situations like this. But I always from the jump thought that it was unfair. I was like, what the hell? Let's see. This is last what I'm gonna read here. I think starting people early is also problematic. Absolutely, with the hormones, because if you're gonna say that, that's just more incentive to me to get into starting kids early on puberty blockers into transitioning, because you hit puberty, especially if you're a boy. Like, that's what is that, 12, 11? Like that's really early. I don't know, y'all. Let's see. I would want them to develop into their biological body first. Then you don't qualify. It's child. This is propaganda. I'm sick of it. But we go get back into the lighter side of things, y'all. What is your favorite thing about Juwanna Mann? Because I know what mine is.
I love that he started to fall in love with Vivica Fox character. I love that part.
My favorite thing is like just this being one of them old school movies. I miss the days where you could see a Lil Kim and a Genuine just randomly, in a movie. Like you don't have stars of a certain caliber. It'd be like, oh, this is, a little beneath me. Like you don't see cameos and just like done properly because we had hella cameos and shit like House Party, that new remake that was trash and upset me. But it was done, the right way here. I miss, seeing things like that. What do you think about this wig, Moochilla? This wig on Juwanna's head.
It was horrible. But keep in mind, it was 20 years ago.
But damn, we
It
could have
was
did better
horrible.
than this.
But keep in mind how long ago it was.
No, Kim had on a wig. Kim wig did not look like this. Like
That's because Kim had a stylist and she played a model.
You got it going on. What? I felt like somebody paid not too long ago for Wu, and I was watching Wu. I was like, this wig on Jada Pinkett's head looks really familiar. It was here. It was here this whole time. This is the recycled Jada Wu Nutty Professor era wig, that these dusty brown stiff wigs that they could have leaned a little bit more into
I
convincing
hear
us.
church music when I see that wig.
I felt like they could have leaned a little bit more into I feel like they could have leaned a little bit more into Juwanna's transformation. Like, if y'all want us to believe the fantasy, they literally, like, I love how nobody questioned, like, she just be playing basketball in lashes, eyeshadow, and a full face of makeup and a wig. And this is just what she does. She even go to sleep in makeup and a wig.
Like I said, I hear church music when I see that wig.
But it's not even that. We have Kim. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I hear church music.
You crazy. Let's see. Vivica Fox used to be a baller for real. She played in high school. I did not know that. That would explain a whole lot because I was like, is Vivica really palming this ball? She getting her Cheryl swoops on palming this ball. Mm-hmm. Let's see. In Love, in the soldier voice. Let's see. He was falling in love like that. The script was very much so underdeveloped. He was outside being a whole kind of hoe, and he was with Lil Kim, not giving a damn. But as soon as he met Vivica, he was sizing up Genuine. Like, oh, how dare you cheat on her? I know you scumbag. Like, oh, you make cheat. Like, I was like, you was just cheating when we met you.
Exactly. Not one, not two, but three.
You had blonde women. What about all this? Let's see. Glad we're back on topic. No shade. Nicole, I felt like that was a portion of the movie that needed to be discussed. With this movie that was outside of, Puff Smoky Smoke, that was the first thing I thought of with how, this kind of low-key came into fruition. Mm-hmm. Let's see, Lady Gaga, he wasn't born this way, But this is the agent here. Of course, he gets really complacent. Like, you know what? Fine. If I got to do this, then this is what I need to do. But just the fact that they was like really trying to sell it to us that Jamal was just in such disguise. My own agent of umpteen years wouldn't recognize me until I decide to shift my wig and go, it's me. It's Juwanna. It's not black male, it's black female. I'm your friend. Like, really? Y'all gonna really sell Miguel and tell me that nobody could recognize him? I felt like we could have, I don't know. I didn't want them to give him the Big Mama treatment or the Mrs. Doubtfire and put him in a fat suit, but it was given man. Oh, man. But ultimately, what I enjoyed about this film is not only that, but just getting into just how stupid this film is. We don't get stupid movies anymore.
No.
Stupid movies, like outlandish movie with the eclectic cast. like just just movies that are just outlandish. We're not afforded this anymore because it's just like, hey, if it's not gonna be a blockbuster, if it's not gonna do well at the box, whatever, we're trying to go to the money. We don't have time to play games with stuff that might not perform. I really miss these eras of like this, Who's Your Caddy, like just Baby Daddy, like just stupid stupid movies. How do you feel about this era of movies versus what we were able to do in like with something like this in '02 versus what we're able to do now in 2023? Because it seems like now if it's not a Marvel, DC action situation, they're
It's
not
not
making it.
doing that good. People not looking at it. You know
It's
what
not.
though? With this type of movie, from what I hear, Marlon Wayans is getting ready to come out of White Chicks too.
He been like
He was
teasing
talking
that for a
about it. He was
minute.
talking about it recently, like he was on Instagram talking about it.
Mm.
So like he was saying he was doing his research or whatever for White
Hmm.
Chicks. So I don't know if he was playing around because he was taking pictures or whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's word on the street.
But not only because it's about, what's going to perform and be, bankable at the box office. A lot of people don't make movies like this anymore because the culture is really sensitive. Like a lot of the stuff that
Mhm.
you do here in this movie that you say, something like White Chicks, everybody be all up in Marlon's face, how, oh, this is offensive. Like, can you even make a White Chicks in today's climate? Oh, I think Moochilla froze up a little bit. Mm. I personally don't think that we could have, if it's gonna be White Chicks, I want them to give us like OG, like unfiltered White Chicks. I hope that, and I don't think he will because the Wayne and brothers like really don't do that. I hope that they don't tailor it to where it's like, oh, we're trying to be, PG and sensitive about certain things. No, give me the same White Chicks that y'all gave us back, making my way downtown. All of the like crash jokes, the physical, like disgusting ass humor. I want all of that personally. Let's see. Marlon is buying the rights of White Chicks from a former major studio. I think we lost Moochilla, y'all. She's probably gonna go out and come back in. I'm just gonna wait on her. Let's see. Mm, is he buy? What's up with the buying the rights? Did we not have the rights to this before? Between the rights to White Chicks and what happened with the Scary Movie franchise, I need them to lock down every single thing that they touch. Let's see. Oh no, get the hammer for freezing. We're gonna give her a second to, come on back in here. Let's see. White Chicks 2 would be way too watered down to cater to the community. I don't know. I don't feel like the Wayne brothers would do that. I would hope not because they just don't give me like, oh, we finna be, PC culture right now. I'm trying to think because they haven't really did something collectively together in like a minute. But the only person who's been kind of outside doing stuff lately in the past little couple of years has really low key just been Marlon. And he's been doing child what Marlon does. But I just don't see them just tailoring things to fit other people. I feel like it better, if it's not gonna be White Chicks, then I don't think they would give it to us. Let's see. I hate how sensitive the world is today. I miss throwback comedies. Yeah, I just miss comedies in general. Like a lot of comedies are not being made anymore. And most of the time when they aren't even damn funny. Like it's trash. Let's see. I agree. Marlon does not hold back. Yeah. What did he do? Sextuplets? I really low key didn't even look at it like that. Marlon has a certain taste for films, and those aren't my favorites. But I felt like sextuplets, I think that's what it was called, was kind of, an outlandish type situation. I don't think that they would uh dilute anything that they would do in a regular film for the culture that we're in now. I would hope not. See, the studio owns White Chicks franchise and can set the buying price. Man, I don't know why. I think it's because the Wayne's family like built so much for themselves ground up. I always just assume that they low key own the rights to a little bit of everything, pretty much that they did. So when I hear stuff about what happened with the Scary Movie franchise and them kind of losing out on that, and just y'all know what happened to that franchise, I'm like, well, damn, I thought y'all own that. I thought they owned pretty much everything. Like, cause they, the writing, the directing, that's all like in-house family. So like why, I guess, on the production side and people putting up money to, I guess, produce the film, they own the rights. I don't know, child. Let's see. Talk about Genuine's braids. No, with no hang time. Why was that even a thing in the early 2000s? D'Angelo had braids with no hang time too, and they were both fine, Joshua. They were both so fine. Genuine is probably one of the few who could like get away because he already had, the 9 o'clock Home Alone baby hair, silky straight, like he just got a fresh perm. But I'm guessing that was just his real texture. He always had, that, so it kind of laid. It was player. It was player. I didn't feel like it was like, why you ain't got no hang time? And D'Angelo had the little. You got to think about the "How Does It Feel" video. He was holding something back there in that rubber band above his ass. It was something back there. Let's see. Yes, that movie was funny. You should review it. Are you talking about white chicks? Marlon, a little too crazy for me, always showing booty. He is. You can always rely on Marlon to be funny, give some physical humor, and he is always going to make sure you see his little cute butt. Like, Marlon, nobody want to see your butt. We've been looking at your butt for 20 years. And see, I'd be like, why is this man yelling and flashing us all the time? Let's see. LOL, kinda. If you had a fade in the back, yeah. I thought the braids was fresh. Honestly, I ain't see no problem with Genuine's braids. This isn't so anxious and differences still all day long. And this was like that era for him. I think this was like when the Life album was coming out. This was a good time. But yeah, this was Genuine just pulled up in his role to just be Genuine. This wasn't a stretch for him. He was singing and shit. This was Genuine being Genuine. So it wasn't, the hardest thing in the world. Let's see. But we are about to get into my favorite person. Like, y'all think I came here to talk about Vivica Fox and Genuine? Absolutely not. I came here to talk about Tommy Davidson. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Like, I cannot wait to you guys be on the lookout for Bamboozled this weekend, where Tommy is like one of Tommy Davidson's few roles where he got to portray like a serious actor. So I'm looking forward to talking about that one. But he is underrated as hell. He carried this movie. I could have sworn like, Puff Smoky Smoke was in this movie damn near from start to finish, and we just saw. I was like, dang, he really not in this movie a whole lot. He has little brief, Juwanna, like you see little moments like this, but he's not in the movie all that much beyond when they go on their dates. So I was like, dang, I was really remembering, what he did here, and he wasn't in this movie as much as I thought he was gonna be. But he is I just can't. I don't know if I would be able to. I'm not gonna say watch it because you could probably still watch it, and not to take away anything from Miguel Nunez because he was funny here also as Juwanna Mann, but I don't know if I could like have any rewatch quality for it if Tommy wasn't here giving his performance as Lil Puff Smoky Smoke. And I also didn't notice how he was low key trying to pay a little homage and be like a Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 and 2000 juvenile type of thing. I was like, oh, that's what the gold tooth and the shades. This was a play on those early 2000s. We was on Childom albums that all looked the same that was coming from Master P and freaking Birdman and Cash Money, all of the albums. Like those were good times. Lil Puff Smoky Smoke was supposed to be one of those artists. Like I loved all of that. What y'all need to be talking about is Jamal's wardrobe in this movie. It was terrible. That's one of the things I skipped in my review. Like, what the hell they had Jamal? And I'm not even talking about the country wear that they had Juwanna ass in. Like, I guess because she was, you're my agent. We were supposed to be, extra country. So maybe we was trying to get our little, I don't know, tackiness on. But the shit that they had Jamal, I was like, was we really wearing this? Well, y'all, because it wasn't me. Y'all was really wearing this? Like, what is this? Look at the pancake 35 slapped on Jamal literally looks like he is baking in the sun. Like, you know, the whole when you watch little YouTube tutorials to do makeup. And like it's like, okay, I'm gonna put what is that? Because I don't be wearing a whole bunch of stuff. What is that? Where they I don't know what it is where you like I'm gonna bake. Whatever the little makeup people be putting on, and they're like, I'm gonna bake, and they're doing this. That's the that's it looks like he's not finished with the process. Absolutely. Pancake 35. Act like y'all didn't watch the Little Richard movie. Pancake 35 was all over the face. I'm here. I mean, like, you here to do what? Twirl for the girls? Because this is a lot of makeup for us to be playing some goddamn basketball. But whatever that stage is where the little Maz and makeup tutorials where they're like, okay, I'm gonna let this bake for about 10 minutes and then I'm gonna come back and finish my makeup. We didn't pass the baking stage. It's looking real crispy. But as far as I think the relationship that he had with Vivica, I think they could have worked on that a little bit more. I guess they didn't want to dig into it all that much because, of course, like, why would I be attracted to Juwanna as, Juwanna Mann? Because this is, my teammate. I'm assuming that this is, a female. But I feel like if they would have, oh, there we go. Moochilla's back. You okay over there?
Minutes, y'all. I was holding my breath forever.
Yeah, well, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I was trying to hold down the fort. Whew, hold on, let me take a sip of water.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. No, what I was saying was I thought that they they should have maybe worked on his dynamic with Vivica Fox a little bit more. Like, I feel like they could have had some lingering chemistry if we would have had him as well as Vivica, like him trying to interact with Vivica as Jamal.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like they were
like
already acting like they couldn't recognize him, even though he was a national basketball superstar. I'm like, we gonna go that far. Because there wasn't really just a whole lot of, it was just him kind of ogling at her the whole time, watching her butt, watching everybody's ass actually, and just wishing like, girl, if I ain't had
basketball booties.
watching booties, basketball booties, like oh man, Puff Smoke is just everything. Like, if we would have had that, I think it would have worked a whole lot better. I'm gonna run that back because these titties, whatever this is that they had under Juwanna.
Yo, you know what part was funny with that when she was trying out for the team, when Juwanna Mann was trying out, and she said, and Kim Wayans was like, I hope you can bounce them balls like you bouncing them titties. I
just want to know, like, what?
Yo, she played the heck out of that role.
What is it? What's in there? Like, I just
don't joke. It's like,
what the hell is it? What is in there? I just would love to know what we had, because them little cutlets, that cutlet that flies out that she keeps adjusting, that flies when Vivica's character is talking to the coach. That cannot be what's jiggling all in that loose sports bra. Like, what exactly is going on? But
they must put some kind of real big silicone thing in a sports bra, wrapped probably with an ace so it don't slip and fall, but they know it's gonna bounce. It won't slip and fall, but you know it's gonna bounce.
But yeah, I think that would have helped the script a whole lot more. Not only that, but we never got any of Jamal's motivations as to why he was so damn arrogant. We just knew that, Aunt Ruby, Jennifer Lewis, here being Jennifer, if you need anybody to play a mother, play, a matronly, maternal figure, they always call in Jennifer Lewis, especially back then. But it's just like, yeah, I just got my Aunt Ruby, and she's the only person who can tell me anything. And we, of course, see Jamal transition into being a better person, but we never knew why he was a trash ass person to begin with. But
I know, right?
This just wasn't the person who wrote this. They only wrote this in Who's Your Caddy. So if you've seen that and just kind of, I'm gonna do that when I see somebody. I'm gonna just do that when I like, hey, Juwanna, I love you, Juwanna. Just the physical comedy of it all. I'm telling you guys, when we get into Bamboozled this Sunday, and because that's literally like the only movie where Tommy Davidson gives a non-comedic performance, and he's a little bit more serious there. So I'm loving like the what you guys are paying for. Like the fact that we got Tommy coming up twice in 1 week. Not y'all paying for Bamboozled and Juwanna Man. Oh man. But my ultimate favorite scene here, I know a lot of people I guess like this. Like, well, why'd you want to go on the bed in a full face of makeup? Like
He was kind of serious and strictly business.
he was. I mean, yeah, he was. That's one of them early. I think was
Yeah,
that.
he was kind of serious and strictly business. He had his funny parts,
Mm-hmm.
but for the most part, he was kind of serious. He had a job, he in the mailroom, all that other
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So,
I
and that was
probably
good
didn't.
too.
I probably always forget about that one because they had his ass next to Mr. Stiff. He'd been stiff all his life. I forget that man's name, but Kendall's ass from
From the
Denise
Cosby
Huxtable. Yes, Denise Huxtable husband.
Rose Foster father too.
He's been stiff all his life, so I guess in comparison, I just assume that Tommy was the funnier one. But I need to. That's another one we need to go back and watch because we gonna get into Halle Berry. You could tell Halle Berry her ass went dancing and cutting up as Natalie. But
Yes.
yeah, Juwanna is going to bed in all of her full face of makeup. This all of this was just comical to me because it's not even like subtle. It's like casket sharp makeup.
I know, right? Look like you gonna be like, and the beloved is here. Using apple number 3.
The whole wig, all of that just absolutely takes me out. I felt like I wish that they had utilized Jennifer Lewis a little bit more because I just love her, just her and her antics. This is probably the most downplayed maternal role mom figure that she's ever played in a movie because she ain't do one like yell like when you get into some like like shut the fuck up and put the cigarette out, like she ain't do none of that. She ain't she ain't do too much of that. But I wish we got a little bit more of her and just maybe a real conversation as to, hey, Jamal, you have been this way, feeling like it was an iron team, you have to be the best since you were 10 because this and that happened. They ain't try to give nobody no backstory here, child.
He did try to put him in place when he wouldn't go to the store. He was
Yeah.
like, I don't do that no more. She grabbed him by that ear and showed him to the door.
Oh, child, that's when they had somebody, I don't know, it was Miss Pearly, Miss Jerry, Miss somebody rolling her R's all up in Jamal. Like, why y'all always gotta have a thirsty Kruger, older woman
He is
somewhere
thirsty
lusting?
too.
Tyler Perry is good for that. Like, let me put I don't know none of them people's names, but everybody, all of them that be in the little Madea movies, they always thirsting and trying to fill on somebody. Like, back up. This is my favorite scene. I will watch this movie just for this dinner table scene. This is my favorite scene. Like,
Oh,
I just
right. Stab me that.
she gonna have the filet McNuggets and brown sugar, like uptown 356. Like it's this is who he is. Like, he was always one of those unsung, like low key comedians for me. Even though I think I said
Still
in
funny, yo. You ever see his Instagram?
yeah,
Yeah, his TikTok. He's still funny.
going. He's still going. He's coming here in Texas to do a show like soon. I'm gonna try to make sure I am there. Like, he is still going, still funny. But I always wanted like some more for him because like I said, and I think that was the booty call review. He should have been right up there, like with Jim Carrey and Jamie Foxx, as far as him and David Allen Greer. I always felt like they were really unsung.
And he was in Ace Ventura too.
Mm-hmm. He was like, I just felt like I just wanted to see more from him. Not that he had a bad career, because y'all, this is Oscar Proud. If y'all didn't know, true that. Like, this, this is Oscar Proud. Like, he did a whole lot as far as his career and everything. But I was like, oh, this is one of those comedians that I would have loved to see get low key that Hollywood treatment and get put into more movies. But because he was just as good and just as funny, like as everybody else who came from In Living Color. But as far as he was concerned and David Allen Greer, I just felt like they never really got their just due.
Yeah. I mean, he's on a sitcom now, David Allen Greer, where he was doing the stuff playing with the old people at the old folks' home. I thought that was cute.
I'm gonna have to see that. The last sitcom I seen David Allen Greer in is I think it was the Carmichaels. I haven't seen anything since then.
Yeah, he's on, I think, I don't know, it's on, I can't remember the name of the show. I don't know if it's the one that's called Assisted Living, but
Hmm.
no, it's not. But he was on that, you know what? That show might not be on anymore because remember the
Hmm.
little white guy, he died. Remember
Uh,
the way he was making all those little TikToks? He's real tiny.
oh, he's gay and he be living his best life.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
passed
he passed
away.
away. I can't think of his name,
But
but I know
that's he
exactly who
was that he was on that show too.
you're.
So I
Oh,
don't even know if it's still on.
let's see. I'm gonna read some of these comments, y'all. Lighter version of Flavor Flav. Absolutely, he was
Mhm,
so little puff, puffy smoke, smoke puff. Get that back up off me, puff smoke. Like he was very hyperactive.
mhm.
Let's see. You are a man posing as a woman. She
She
don't
don't
want
want
you.
you. She wants
She
a
want a
girlfriend.
girlfriend. That was my favorite line from Jennifer
Oh
Lewis.
yeah, mine too. That was a good line too.
Let's see. Jennifer Lewis shows up as herself in every role. That's how she talks in real life.
Hmm.
It is, and I love her for it. Like, absolutely, yes. Joseph C. Phillips led, and yes, he's just gonna be whatever. He's just Denise Huxtable's husband. Like, I just don't. Besides that, in Strictly Business, I don't know that man.
And now,
uh,
now he's your Cole Foster father.
mm. Let's see. Jennifer Lewis, when she was calling on God. Wayman Square Butt.
Mhm.
See, what's love? What's love got to do with it, babe? I love this game. Let's see, Kim before Jamal. Y'all really love Kim in this role.
Mhm. Cause
I
he
felt
was
like
deep there, yo.
Kim was so miscast here. Like they had her going overboard. Like if they would have just like let her play it as Kim, I felt like they told her to like, oh, butch it up a little. So we had a whole lot of like. I was like, what's she working? Why they trying to make her a thug? Let's see, wasn't those water balloon shot the way they was jiggling? You couldn't fool me because
Yeah, them jokers it had to be silicone, like how the silicone ones be the big ones.
take this thing out of here. I do not have
I
time.
don't know what that was.
Let's see. Wesley Snipes had a better wardrobe and Tu Wong Fu, thanks to everything. Oh, child, everybody. Wesley, Chi Chi, and who else is in there? Patrick Swayze. They
Hmm.
they wardrobe stayed on point. Like that's a whole.
Yeah.
But they were whole drag queens though. You have to remember that Jamal was more so. He was pretending. He wasn't like a full fledged queen or anything. Oh Lord, why is this thing beeping? I have absolutely no clue.
Boogie Mo, she's a man. I don't care. Um,
Let's see. Miguel didn't even fit the stature of a baller. Yeah, it was a
yeah, I
miscast situation.
know. He's all skinny,
it
skinny,
was
skinny.
it was it was a miscast situation, but I'm gonna always love this movie just
I
based off
mean,
of.
it was a good movie. I mean, like a funny, like you laugh at certain parts when you be laughing. So yeah.
Would you be here for like a Juwanna Man part two type situation?
How? But how would they do it? He already played for both leagues, and then at the end, he went back to the male basketball league.
Well, nowadays they are like taking everything and doing a reboot, a remake, or a part
I'm
two.
so
Like
tired.
I wouldn't put it past them to try to pop out with a Juwanna Man, the a new edition type of situation. Like, would you watch it?
Oh, no, I'm curious. Look, who's doing it? Is Tubi doing?
Every single time I get somebody on this channel, some way, some shape or form, Tubi comes up. Like I am ultimately mad at myself that I've been sleeping on Tubi this whole time. I still
What?
haven't watched Cinnamon, y'all. I'm gonna watch Cinnamon real soon.
It was good.
I feel like I have been sleeping because I like looked into Tubi but that was when Tubi like first came out. It wasn't really a whole lot of options on there. But I just started going on their list. I was like, damn, Tubi got whole productions and like they producing movies.
Hmm.
I didn't know anything about that. I actually only knew because I think I followed Erica Mena on something and it was all the rage about stepmother, stepmom or
Oh
something.
yeah,
Like,
everybody was talking about that movie.
yeah, I didn't know anything about that. So I was like, oh, Tubi make movies? Tubi ultimately makes movies. But before we hop off of the subject of Juwanna Mann, is there anything else that you would like to share as far as your opinion on the movie, what happened, and how you felt about it? I guess way back when. Do you still have, the same feelings for it now? Does it have rewatch quality now? Or is this just a movie that you aren't checking for anymore? Did it age well?
I mean, I've watched this if it's on, like if I'm scrolling and and it's on like channel surfing. So I have watched it. So yeah, I mean, to me, it has rewatch quality, but is it a real good movie? It's alright, not like.
Let me read. So let's see. Kim is underrated. Loved her. In Paris, like that was like Kim has range. Like she's that one like really slept on. It's like I
Yeah,
think Sean, and then
why
she's
she
like,
didn't do acting, more acting.
yeah, yeah.
I
She
would have
was
liked to see her in more stuff.
I did too. I just thought like maybe with the connections and like their family, I just personally feel like she had to choose to maybe walk away and not want to do so much because they not hurting for like, they put their family on before they put on anybody else. Let's see, Kim always trying to act and do something during that time. Yeah, she was doing a little bit, and then it was kind of like after this in like a movie where she was serious, like Paris was like really, really good. I was like, look at her like being I ain't even like her in there. Like she was giving.
Parish, I don't remember that.
It was it's about a girl. She's Kim Wayans is portraying her mother, but she's like more on the masculine side. She's gay, and due to like her upbringing, the mother like she's trying to keep it a secret. Like Kim Wayans in that movie was like a couple of steps from Monique's ass in Precious. Like she was so mean. She was so mean in that movie, and I was just so shocked to see her like
That,
that.
oh,
So,
you're not talking about Pariah.
mm.
Pariah?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's what it's called, Pariah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, because it was a dark skinned girl. She had a low haircut at first.
Did she have a child? I ain't seen it in a long time. I remember her
Yeah,
having braids.
Kim Wayans had braids.
No, the her daughter, she had braids.
I seen her in another movie. Yeah, that's Pariah.
Oh, well hell. Go check out Pariah, y'all.
I'm like, what movie Paris? I'm trying to figure out. I'm thinking
See.
y'all talking about Little Kim at first, and I was like, I don't know about this. Then
Let's
when you
see.
said, then I read it again. Yes, the movie's called Pariah.
Oh. I think I was reading what was here. I'm like, well, shit, if that's
Yeah,
what they put here, that's what it's called. I don't think I've seen that movie. A lot of stuff that you guys discuss, I haven't seen it from the time that it came out. Let's see. Yes, about to tell you, let's review Stepmother 1, 2, and 3. Y'all really want some Tubi reviews for me? Like,
I
I thought
want
all
to.
of the Tubi movies were trash, and you only go there for like hilariosity, like just to dictate on how low quality the movie is. I really didn't think they were producing anything worthwhile.
Some of the movies ain't trash, yo.
Oh, I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna get over there. Let's see. I'm gonna get over there one of these days. I love that little brief scene that we have of Jamal when he's still Jamal and not Juwanna, and he rips off everything and flashes the whole crowd. It just reminded me of now. I don't know nobody's name in sports, y'all. Don't ask me. I don't.
Antonio, don't it remind you of Antonio, the
Yes.
football guy that took off his shirt? No, when I saw this for the rewatch, that's the first thing I thought about.
Yes, thank you. I swear I don't be knowing people names, and I'm like, this reminds me of that, along with a lot of players that are kind of low key given a whole lot of grace to do a whole lot of stuff now, just because they are really good players. Let's see. Tommy Davidson believed cocaine abuse derailed him early in his career. Yeah, he has some trials and tribulations, but he came back from it, so that was good. Let's see. CBS show starring David Allen Greer, The Cool Kids. So I don't know.
No, that's the show.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna find it because I don't know nothing about that.
In a nursing home or something. They all elderly men.
Oh,
and women, I think.
Well, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Let me see. Let me take this off of here. Moochilla, when I tell you, I have immensely enjoyed you. I have immensely enjoyed you. Like, you have such an infectious like personality. Whenever you want to like drop an album, I'm gonna be there to listen to it. Because I just feel like you could spit a bar if you chose to.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I'm not going to, keep you any further. I'm going to give you the screen once again. We passed the hour mark to tell the people where they can find you to come, join you over on your platform and engage in some of that amazing content that you have to offer.
Well, right now I'm getting ready to go over to Mika's Dent channel. We'll be simultaneously casting it. We're talking about the Lifetime movie Keisha Cole, where we actually talking about Wayman from Strictly Business. You know he was Keisha Cole's father. Y'all need to come over there and talk about that. And we're gonna be talking about that. And tomorrow I'm doing my trending topics as well as run the world once again. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And thanks for thank you for your support. Please like, share, and subscribe. And
All of that good stuff. Like I have heard multiple times about the freaking Keisha. So the Keisha Cole movie is on Tubi.
no, that's on
No?
Lifetime.
Oh, okay. It's on Lifetime.
Mhm.
I think people wanted me to talk about it. I was like, I didn't even know that. I'm just interested because I heard that she's playing herself the
Yes,
whole
she
time.
plays herself from. I think they show her when she's like a younger girl is playing her, but from the next point on, she plays herself in the whole movie.
Hmm. Is it
And then,
good?
yeah, she's pretty good.
Okay.
And
I'm
also,
gonna check it out.
her mom is Debbie Morgan. So Teresa
Ooh.
grandmother plays her mom plays Frankie. So y'all
I
gotta check
love
it
Debbie
out.
Morgan. Debbie
I
Morgan.
did. If you didn't check out, we did the review of Mary J. Blige's Lifetime movie, Real World, Real Love, and also Strength of a Woman. You might want to go back to my channel and check that out. We had lots of fun that night with that. So, please be sure to check out my material that's on my channel. Thank you.
And once again, Moochilla's link is down in the chat, right there, available for you to click right about now. You just go click it right now and go over there right now. We ain't doing nothing. But no, I'm gonna have to connect with Moochilla because I don't know nothing about. So Mary J. Blige has 2 movies.
Yes.
What? When I tell you I don't know anything about that, I'm gonna go on and close it out so Moochella can get into Tamika's Den so they can discuss the Keisha Cole Lifetime movie. But as
Mhm.
far as what I have coming up, you guys, please be on the lookout. I cannot stress enough about making sure you are on that community tab to see what I have coming when I have it coming because you guys be on my case about not being notified, even though you click the bell. YouTube don't like me. Y'all know that. I don't know why. Why y'all be, stressing me with it. Like it is absolutely not my doing. I don't know any other way to get you informed and notified about what's coming outside of my Instagram and outside of that community tab. But I will most definitely be dropping a video from Bamboozle, Tommy Davidson yet again. With Wayne's again, like I think it's Damon in that one. Jada Pickett, it's a whole thing.
That's a slept on movie too.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that and some satire and break that down, especially in today's climate of whoo, we gotta talk. We gonna have a good time with that one, but be on the lookout for that one this Sunday. But I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Please be sure to comment. I love when y'all communicate with me in this live, but it would help me out some more if you drop down to the bottom of this video, leave a comment, tell me what you enjoyed here, tell me if you took your ass over to subscribe to Moochella and check out her content. Of course, hit that like button and all that good stuff. But I will most definitely see you guys this Saturday. I am so happy that this is the last episode of Run the World, and this is the last time me and D got to discuss. I'm over it.
I know you be doing yours Saturday. I try to wait till Monday to let everybody, the weekend crew, watch it, the working people.
Mm-hmm.
So Monday I usually do that at 9. But
What are you doing this Saturday with are you doing anything this Saturday?
This Saturday, like what time? Like, because
Well,
I don't know.
We normally go live for that one at 3:30.
Yeah.
Which would be like I think 4:30 your time.
Okay.
But if you are free, like I'm so happy. Like
We'll talk behind scenes because then if I'm coming to yours, you better come to mine.
absolutely, it's reciprocity over here.
Right.
But thank you guys so much for chatting it up with us today in this after party number 5. Y'all are moving. Once again, like, subscribe, share, go check out Moochilla. I'm gonna go ahead and hit you guys with this intro, and we will definitely see you guys next time. Goodbye.